Abronye DC kofale by sisi ano or the Dr. Bawumia akwakoto asemu. Abronye aye arreste no Dr. Bawumia eye statement or the bar abonte no abusuya statement no ensema a statement no the Dr. Bawumia akwakoto asemu. Dr. Bawumia ni statement no eye warning enana odema eye ajeje for warning NHS or sanso edema state agencies security agencies no sa statement no the bar abonte no Kevin Taylor aba bedwem ede akere abusuya enye asam keto akwa yisi ano there is much pressure on Dr. Bawumia se one hwan se okwa threat na se okwa wone eye the judiciary one hwan na okwa arrest okwa wone ana se okwa threatening eye state security agencies abusuya Kevin Taylor ede honsem aba betuja mom yanko na yanko nkuti ensema so unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be aba drop no wonso wonsa ebetumi akabi aha eye gossip politics tv so medamanse
ewie yete ho na the noun, the adjective, the verb, the consonant and the sentence Mahmoud Bawumia ebe release a letter, a statement about Abronye Ayachino. And I've told you, he's a sponsor of Abronye, going after Kennedy Japan, going after some people in the MPP. Mahmoud Bawumia is a sponsor of all the serial callers who are on social media denigrating people in the MPP. Fanti comedy, say Obama, sa girl nan hu fino. He is the one who is funding them. Abronye ohia TV Mahmoud Bawumia ni tuaka and almost set it up mano. He feels to say one of his communicators who he always makes sure say he does the jandam for him, no, he has been arrested. So he felt he needed to talk. But there's something in Bawumia's speech. And in Busa Ghana for say, after analyzing or reading Bawumia's speech, Busa say is Bawumia mentally stable. Because there's something there that he deliberately did. So what kind of Bawumia's speech now? You will see that the verb tried to do something in his speech. You will realize that the consonant, the adjective called Bawumia, he did something deliberately in his speech. And I'll point that out to you. Miriam Makacha will say, there is a reason why I believe, I don't have evidence. I'm asking that question, say, is Bawumia mentally stable? It's a question. Don't take me out of context. I'm asking a question. I am not making an emphatic statement. I'm saying, after reading this, I will ask if Mahamudu, the consonant, the adjective, the verb Bawumia is mentally stable. Let's read Bawumia's letter. Team, stay with me, please. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, democracy and free speech under siege. I have observed with great concern the endless assaults on the fundamental rights of officers, activists, and supporters of the New Patriotic Party across the country by this National Democratic Congress government. Or say, what na say, ednenia to form ashada ashe senya nyoma bi eko ohuni se ono ne officers omo on the party eye sebio eye omo a omo kasama no sebio omo ye MPP supporters omo di party de chi no o se odinenia to form enya abotre etietie form edi na adwene edi nyoma bi akiri ehu se NDC aban we Oma sheda ena oma to oma dwim anase oma si oma dwim pi say omo betata MPP fo omo mu di nechi omo mo kasama no omo di dwuma ma no omo mo support party no o say MDC aban we odi na ni tutu fo wo hu say aban we abon dwim po esiri trimu pi say omo betata omo a omo di ni party nechi ene ne nkofo ne nkwara sebio ono ede ni sika hwe omo mo di dwuma ma no. Paragraph 2. These attacks arrests, detentions, and unconscionable bail conditions have been a persistent feature of the NDC government since they took office on the 7th of January 2025. Or see, the verb said, or say, sa achichi, and it's sebio, Nenkofu edium kojina quarter, yadi bail akesiye swarmo, and it's senya, nyomebi enkoye wo courtroom sa, yadi din nenkofu no, or say sa de rodina to forma NDC ba power no, and dia edoma kumaswa omo yeno no. Migijum, ote brofo chemi ya kubiye page, na chile Paragraph 3. The latest of such acts of intimidation has been the arrest, detention, and subsequent release of David Isando for lamenting on social media about the return of Dumso and the bizarre decision to put the NPP Bono Regional Chairman Kwame Bafo Abronye into custody. Or say, the latest of such acts of intimidation has been the arrest, detention, and subsequent release of David Isando for lamenting on social media about the return of Dumso. Or say, Andre ya yenina yehubi. Senya Bono eye omo nipa bakwa oye de regional eye the position Isando no for lamenting on social media and bizarre decision. Okay. Or say Andre ya encheye ena MPP ni a ono so yedwuma obono okoka nsem bi o social media efa dum so ho a ye che no kohye ena yesa che eye den abronye so akohyem o say Isando no okokeka nsem bi fa dum so ho a ono de ohun se enya problem bia but ohun se ya che abrante no eyi no ena yasa biem yasa che abronye into akanjupa mienu asem. But I see the most interesting thing about the third paragraph. Or say, yachi bunu ni no. Sa nipa na ye friend David Isando no yachi no. Die no koye ye o kire de David Isando aye. O kire say David Isando no okoka nsem bi o social media. Efa adum so ho ene yachi ni ko hyemu ene ye yi no. But on say edru abronye so no. Wan ka boni a abronye ye. But all that he said was that MPP Bono Regional Chairman Kwame Abronye into custody. Or say, and the bizarre decision to put the MPP Bono Regional Chairman Kwame Abronye into custody. On say, Edu Isando no sono or chire boni potia emayachi Isando koshemu. But Edu Abronye sono or say a bizarre decision to put the NPP Bono Regional Chairman Kwame Abronye into police custody. He refrained or training free Bonia Abronye Dia a Mankura police station. Ana a mayor Mandeno. And then we say Mahamudu Bawumia no lead the MPP no. Is he mentally sound? It's a question. Because if you want us to listen to your case, if you have had that energy and audacity and intelligence to tell us what the Isando guy did, what stopped Bawumia from telling the people going to read this statement? He want to create an impression, say, Obi di boni etiano ene ne partner. What stopped him from telling the world what exactly Abronye did in Tia? You said, say, he was put into police custody. Abronye said, onye felelebo. It should tell you something. Mahmoud Bawumia, deliberately, he wants to act like he's a fool, but he's not. He's playing politics. This is pure politics. He is not a patriot. He is not a statesman. Bawumia is a selfish foot soldier who does not care about the act, the law, what actually protects this land. He is a cheap politician. So you see what he was trying to do? He mentions Isando. He mentions what he did. But when he came to Abronye, because Mahmoud Bawumia knows that Abronye has committed a crime, on to mean defending T, he decided to leave that part blank. And anything Amibusa will say, is Bawumia mentally sound? It's a question. Because I'm reading the letter as a flag bearer of a political party, a former a vice president, somebody they hail as an intelligent leader. I'm asking, what will make him decide not to explain Abronye's arrest to us? Just to tell us Abronye was put in police custody. Because Sanka, a sando diano, one said a sando yeah, one said the Abronye yeah, and okay. But if you have been able to tell us what a sando did and was given bail, you should be able to tell us what Abronye did for him to end up in jail. But you see, this is a cheap, low-minded. This guy is a cheap-minded, fake-ass nigger who is pretending to be a politician. The reason why I say that is that he is even misinforming in his own letter. Because when him say MPP for don't want kind Jimmy. So in the letter, he is misinforming Ghanaians. He is hiding the truth. He is covering it up, all for political expediency. He thinks to say, Jimmy, 1992. This is somebody who wants to lead the country. Somebody who wants us to say he has integrity. Somebody or person a cast on yet trophy. This is a man who wants to prove to us to say he's worth leading this nation and that he has integrity. Is that integrity? Is this thing you are seeing integrity? But no problem. Let's move on. Paragraph 4. Or say, these actions undermine free speech and are setting Ghana's democracy backwards. Or say, Abronya na ye chine na ono Bawumia to mbie na nwanka de Abronya ye no. Ene esando na ye chine no. In fact, Ghana kebima min kebino NDC say no. Ojinso biye Jimmy Samira. That is what he thinks. Okay, let now or say, I condemn in the strongest of terms the unholy collaboration between the executive, state investigative agencies, and some elements within the judiciary to use intimidation and harassment to silence members of the New Patriotic Party. Or say, or kasetia president no, or saso akasetia the various state agencies, security agencies are omuyo omejumano. This is a man who wants to lead Ghana. This is a man who wants to lead Ghana. He is in opposition and he is telling us to say he is warning the president. He is basically warning the investigative agencies. He went on to say he is also warning some of the judges in our judiciary. And that he feels say they have all come together to harass another party for. So he said the executive, the various security agencies that he has had before. He used to be the head of the police council. Today, he's telling us the same police that he was the head of in the council. No, he's telling us that they are the people who are collaborating with agencies who were protecting him. The national security, the Yokos, the investigative agency that gave him protection for 8 years, protected him, his wife, his father, his mother, his family, his girlfriends. He's now telling us that those agencies, they have collaborated to come after his party people. These are the same agencies this verb wants to come and lead in 2028. Now, what kind of letter and then dangerous no? Bawumia say, I therefore serve notice or say me tonkra ediama nipa wemo. He's warning them. Bawumia say or warning nipa bi yentie di oka. Or say I hereby serve notice me tomonkra. Me warn mo. Or say I hereby serve notice to officers of the state who are active participants in this unholy enterprise, that the day of accountability will come and the abuse of state power will be accounted for. Or say, or warning security agencies, judges, the executive, also catch them say, or ti omu warning, onim say, oma kabutia bom, and omu bo dream. Omubo krono ena omo tieti ne nkofo fa ahodie so ena sebio omo teti omo na ono de o hye omo bo o woni omo se enche obenya tumi na onya tumi a obekire omo se or your teni. Mahama Bawumia is in opposition. He has been in opposition for just a year and 4 months. And he's warning the police. He's warning the judiciary. He's warning the executive. He's telling them, say, mon chain na me be president. You will see what I will do. Or see, the day of accountability. Or one can start drawing a line or that. Or nipe bi omushe nitima. Why na ajuli so obedi omu bone. That is what this means. Or see, I therefore serve notice to officers of the state. It means every single officer in the Ghana Police Service, every single officer in the Ghana military, every single officer in Navy, every single officer in any of the state agencies, or see, or the one in the ma omunyina. Now, catch them say, or no Bawumia, 2028 obedi president, nipe bi adwini shedi tsima obedi omoboni. Because if you don't think anybody is committing a crime, you will not ask for accountability. It is only when you believe in your heart and in your head and in your wisdom that there's somebody in the security agency working against you. And no say you are coming for accountability because to you, where you sit, they are enemies of the state. Intended, Mahama Bawumia eti opposition and all warning the security agencies in Ghana. And you see, what makes it so dangerous, and say, he didn't just warn the security agencies. Before that, he had first warned the judiciary. Mahama Bawumia is in opposition and warning the courts and warning judges, sending a message to them, say about power, I am going to come after you. How different is Bawumia from Akufo-Addo? Because Akufo-Addo, they are apprentice, Bawumia. For 8 years, now Bawumia is senior apprentice. So you see, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo before 2016, Okotna Peace FM, Kwame Sevakan, or catch the Ghana for say 2016 when we win election now, or so making sure say Arab Spring is see. Or share youth, you know, say if he does not win, or won't say Chrono. And that is what he went to do at Peace FM. You see what Bawumia is doing? He is learning from Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Right now, he is pitching the judiciary, the judges in Ghana, against the party for base. No? He is pitching Ghana Security Agency and the police at there, no share MPP near. They can kill the police officer because the leader of the party has said that these are people who are our target where we get power. And as we speak, every police officer is in danger. Every judiciary person, lawyer, judge, every judge is in danger. Even the executive, Bawumia is sending red meat out. Say, from today, the police is the enemy of the NPP. Today, the military is the enemy of the NPP. Today, judges are more Ghana, from what Bawumia just said, or catch any base and say, the judges are your enemies. Ochioma, whatever you want to do, because Waka, or say, Onya Tumia, he knows what he will do to them. And that is the message Mahama Bawumia is sending to the MPP base. Into China, na say attack judge or adante kuno, and a judge will stream, judge will come. It is what the leader of the party is sending across. Bawumia does not have to open his mouth and say, Mukoku judge for, Mukoku police for, Mukoku Yoko for, Mukoku national security. He is giving them codes. He is sending them signal. He is directing them what to do. Bawumia is pointing out his enemies to his base. That is what Mahama Bawumia is doing. The same thing Nana Addo Akufo-Addo did in 2016. He pointed the red meat. He showed the young people the red meat. You see Arab Spring. You saw what happened. You saw what the Arabian young people did. Do the same if I don't win in 2017. That is the same thing Bawumia is doing from opposition. He is selling red meat to the base. So it's here the tone now. I therefore serve notice. And a ginger MPP base, you know, the Delta Force for no. Because they say, I'll catch them say, the next time you're there, bro, when you're back court, you know, so the police is your enemy. The next time you're there, bro, you're back court, you know, so the judge is your enemy. If you have anything to do, do it. And that is the message Mahama Bawumia is sending. This is politics. Your brain needs to be sharp to understand communication. And Bawumia is setting the Ghana police, the Ghana military, the judges up. He's setting all of them up. Intende? Who share MP before TikTok, any Facebook? What they will tell you say, Bawumia say a bar. The Addo judge for no. Bawumia say a bar. The Addo police for no. Bawumia says a CID police for no. Any judge for no. Any see. Omuna into Bawumia is telling the base. He's feeding them red meat. Go after the police, go after the military, go after the president, and go after the judges. These are the same people telling us, say, JJ Rollins Beku judges. You see what Bawumia is doing? He is playing the same 4-4-2. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's footsteps. Because Akufo-Addo, the first apprentice on this planet is Mahama Bawumia. So don't see this statement as a joke. No. MP before reading a deal with it has gingered them. Police Libya as an enemy. They can kill a police officer any day. And I'm telling you, I'm prophesying, the NPP are going to start killing police. They are going to start killing judges. They are going to start killing, and the president needs to be protected because their leader is telling them. And he says, I therefore serve notice to officers of the state who are active participants, or say officers of the state, your police, national security, Yoko, Navy, Army, they are participants. He has concluded, he has made a conclusion. What the MP before say, a police for, military for, national security for, that is the language he's sending out. So don't just read this and say it is vague. No, this is crazy statement. Mahama Bawumia is setting up the MPP against the state. Interne, we are police ni now. Now we share MP before Trewa Esumo Mekum because only the Nedinkanka say you people have come together to fight against him. Okay, last paragraph, right? That's what he says. To patriots, to patriots around the country. Oh, so we na or setting the police up, or setting judges for the up, or katu omutim say we can kill them. We can, because the statement, that is what it means. We all learn comprehension. I've been able to decipher, to break it down for you to get a clear understanding. After he set the judges up, he set the police up, he set up all the state agencies now. Or the omato red line muno. Owie no bema omusa a message of encouragement. Also to patriots around the country. Oh, right now he's calling all of them around the nation. He's now telling them that he has made the statement. Everybody should stand and make ready to do whatever he basically is saying. Into we not say, I am calling everybody around the nation. So it means everywhere there's a police officer, your life is in danger. Everywhere there is a judge, your life is in danger. Everywhere there's a national security officer, your life is in danger. He's now calling everybody. So basically, this is a call to duty. Sorry, it is time to go after the so-called state officers who are involved or participants. So he says this, to patriots around the country, I urge you all to stay firm. So how come military to stay firm? It means clock and wait. When you enter the military, that's like I say, stay firm. And now we share a group, a radical group. Now I say, stay firm. It means take a stand and clock. It will be on edge, be on alert. Bawumia is decoding. He's saying things that you need to decode. He's desperate for power. Or say, stay firm by refusing to succumb to intimidation. Or say, MPP for more gun in Yinano. Monkamo tonchum. Etone kuta wa clocky. Sekana wa clocky. Now you're dang. Ne make it sure say, Obika so obe huna wa man penny. Wane hunu bi Ghana. Abronya dia wayeno. Ghana mremuno. Who has said, say, ye tietia Abronya fan who dear so. Abronya can sama to judge so. A flag bearer is telling his followers to stand firm and never succumb to the law. Meaning, he's setting them up for attack against the state. This is Mahama Bawumia, call of duty, calling them Emredu. Because he has told people, if he does not win this 2028, he will nullify this democracy. Until he goes ahead, refusing to succumb to intimidation while continue your civic duty. In politics, when they say civic duty, it means make sure that you take revenge. stand firm, don't succumb to intimidation, and perform your civic duty. Ontebrofo, this is basically a statement of war. He's setting his people up. Into so be two of them, no a Delta Force in here with Jinjano. Say they are brought back quarter, they can stand by, stand firm, and if there's any little slack in our security, they'll gun somebody down. This is what Bawumia is building. So you go ahead and he says this. The patriots around the country, I urge you all to stay firm by refusing to succumb to intimidation while continuing your civic duty to hold the government accountable. Who is the government? The government is the military. The government is the police. The government is the judiciary. The government is you and me. So Bawumia is basically declaring war. Mahamudu Bawumia is declaring war indirectly. Why are the people supposed to hold the government accountable? What has the government done wrong? Because when you go into our laws, no law has been broken. But Abronye made a statement he needs to do what? He needs to provide evidence to. The judge has the right to put Abronye in remand or on remand or whatever you say. So what has the judge done? What has the police done? What has the executive done? What have they done that is against the law? Never trust Mahamudu Bawumia. He's basically preparing his base to commit a crime. Because Ochina, your Kokuk police Libya Obeka say NPP for ne ye tataye. But Udi Chena already the akana. Or see, this is a call to duty. Come and fight, prepare. The last statement, you know. We fought hard for this democracy. And as a party, we cannot surrender it to intimidation from those who possess temporary power today. This is basically go out there and take power. But how are you going to do it? Kill. Go after state agencies. Go after the court. Go after the judiciary. Make sure that we basically take over power. That's why he's saying that we fought hard for this democracy. At this point, who in Ghana has said that our democracy is being taken from anyone? Arresting Abronye for the things he has done, which the law clearly states that he has committed a crime. How can you say that our democracy basically is being taken away from us? Mahamudu Bawumia is gingering. He's telling the young people in the MPP that from now onwards, they can attack the police, they can attack the judiciary, they can attack the executive, and they can kill, because today they believe. So basically, this is a revolutionary statement. Bawumia wants to destroy our democracy. And this is an opposition leader. That is why I keep asking. After reading this statement, I ask myself, is Bawumia mentally stable? There's a question mark behind it. Is he mentally stable? Now, or you're okay? Is this the man who wants us to hand over power to? Because you have already told us your intentions. I didn't Bawumia Timo pet 2 million. This is Bawumia 101. That's why I keep asking, what is a Bawumia? This is all that he wants to come do. To me, ope, they are all yelling, you know, this is what he wants to come do. Give power to his party base, attack the military, attack the police, go after the judiciary, so that they will feel they have basically taken over power. That is what he's doing. Because you see, his last statement, people who are in power, it is temporal. Meaning they still don't admit that there's a government running this country. And that any day, any time, when they get the opportunity, they'll take out the president. They will take out the judiciary. This is an opposition leader who is dangerous. Do not joke with people like that. He's so desperate, he does not care if he's going to bring down the government to become president. And these are the words of a dangerous leader. So, how can anybody in Ghana today, a young person, get up and say, Mahamudu Bawumia, I can trust him with power? This guy has been in opposition just 1 year. Imagine being in opposition for 3 years. Do you know what he would do? He's been in opposition for 1 year and 4 months. Too. See the kind of statement red meat he's putting out against the security agencies, against our almighty courts. Today, every judge is in danger. Because now Bawumia akache NPP for say judge for ye enemy to the NPP. Security agencies right now Bawumia has security protection from the government. The same person who is being protected by the government. Neyiri protection from the government. Bawumia protection from the government. These are the same police officers, national security people taking Bawumia in and out, going to chase girls, taking Samira out, going to follow small boys, protecting Samira's father. The same Bawumia is telling them that they are enemies of the state. It means any day they can take care of those people. This is not a man anybody can trust. And today, people say, is Mahama Bawumia mentally stable? Is he sound? Do you really need power? Do you want Ghanaians to trust you? Because your boss, your former boss, Ekufuado, was the same way. That's the same way he spoke. His actions were clear when he got power. And today you want us to give you power. And being in opposition for 1 year, these are the kind of statements you are putting out.
Abusia, when and some a course of our political highway, so Dr. Bawumia, a year ne warning and threatening or threaten a state security agencies. Any a the judiciary. And no some and a Kevin Taylor at the Barbon Tia, a Bronya DC or no, and a Dr. Bawumia, a quacoto sassam with me. But I'm some of the penny, cocotiza and some way at my aha, a gossip politics TV. So, but I must say.